Hello, it's Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I have a interesting job to do today. What you're seeing here is it's an olefin Berber carpet, a small area, and that little room there, and then down the hall here, and a little bit into that room there. The dog, border collie, was on some medication and it reacted badly with the poor guy, and what you see here is diarrhea all over the carpet. Diarrhea can certainly make a permanent stain because fecal material can do that, but I usually am successful in dealing with it. I have already started the process. I pre-vacuumed everything with my MaxVac vacuum, and I got a lot of the dry fecal material off the carpet, but there was still a lot of hard, crusty poop there. So what I did is I treated it with another product that I have been having great success with on urine and this kind of thing. And then I ran over it again with my vacuum with the power head, or the brush roll spinning on the carpet, and that was able to pick out virtually all of what remains. So all I've basically got left to deal with now is the actual discoloration. There's no real particulate poop left here, and one of the advantages of doing it that way is I was able to lift that soil up and out, or the poop up and out, without washing anything into the backing, and that's really important when dealing with this type of a problem. You don't want to just hose the carpet, because spray the carpet heavy, because it'll just drive this right through the carpet into the backing. It'll just come back up and haunt the customer at a later time. Now, interestingly enough, exactly right where I'm right about here, a few months ago I did this carpet actually, and there was a great big urine stain right there because the dog had a previous accident. And anyway, as you can see, it's not there. And I'm back here a few months later, and I just asked her, and she said, oh no, it came out perfectly, no odor, no stain was left. But unfortunately the dog came down here with his upset tummy, and this happened. It wasn't on purpose. He wasn't feeling well. Anyway, so I'm just gonna video this job, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to be using microfiber with scrub strips pad first of all, and we'll see what happens. And I'm going to be trying to be very careful not to over wet. Again, I don't want to wash the stain into the carpet, but I do want to bring it up and out of the carpet. So I'll put that about there, see if this will work okay. And the make sure we're feeding here. Actually, I did a little unusual thing. I put peroxide in my water as well, and I'm going to do a little trick here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to redirect my ozone flow to help the feed line work. A little trick that I do. And it's in place. And away we go. Is it working? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So I've already actually charged the tank with the ozone already, anyway, and so one more thing I was going to mention, that when the machine runs, you can hear sort of a rasping noise, and that's actually the bristles of the microfiber pad on this type of carpet. Can be fairly noisy sometimes. At least the camera picks it up anyway. It isn't as noisy as it sounds, but it's not bad. So there's one right ahead of me there, that's staying there. So let's just see what happens. I don't expect it to come out immediately. Usually it takes a bit of work, but let's just see. Now, usually what will happen is feces can often contain a lot of blood cells, which gives it that brownish, reddish appearance, and especially if there's diarrhea, then that's usually because the bowels are very irritated and blood is present. And blood, of course, can be very difficult to get out of a carpet, or anywhere actually. Usually what I'll end up doing before the job is done is I will use a peroxide mix on any of these stains, and that usually will remove what remains as far as color goes. Gonna switch my valve here. Oh, that's annoying. I think I'll have to go over that. Nice doggy. He told me he didn't mean to do it. Okay. I'll go into the bedroom a little bit here. There's a little bit on the bedroom carpet upstairs as well. Fortunately, most of it is in this kind of basement playroom and spare bedroom, so the customer's not down here very much at all. So I've gone over it once, and I'm just gonna grab something here. All right. Just kind of have to wait, be patient as the scrubbing action has its effect on the stain I'm adding a different type of cleaning solution right there. Yeah, I find it's a really good stain remover. That definitely is improving things now. Having gone over it once already, it started to break down, and as I mentioned, it does usually take a little bit of effort to get this kind of a stain out of a carpet. It's working, but there's no quick solution to this. It does take a little bit of time. I'm having to allow the cleaning product to work in the carpet fiber. I'm also not trying to saturate the stain. Feces is actually classified as a permanent stain. Any carpet manufacturer, when they even if they give a stain warranty for the carpet, the list of product or things that are considered permanent stain causing includes feces. It doesn't mean that it always is, but it sure can be. Now that one is particularly obvious right there. And the cleaning head on my machine is doing 360-degree passes every second. So the slower I'm moving the machine, the harder I'm working the carpet. And that one is definitely improved dramatically. Just there to the left. So bear in mind that this is considered a permanent stain. Just going to move my cord out of the way. There's no convenient place to put this plug in this area. The one I wanted to use was not working. I'll kind of throw that over there. Okay. Okay. Now again we have a more obvious one right in here. And as you can see, that's working. It's just have to be a little bit patient. Now there's a kind of a series of them right over here. Poor Doggie. He wasn't feeling good. They always know when they've done something they shouldn't have. They come home and they have that look. Tails down, ears are down. And they're often kind of happy to see you, but you know they're not happy about something. They know. Guilt. Amazing. Okay. So, actually this is not doing bad at all. We got a couple just on the right here. That worked. Okay. Now the 3 or 4 in here that are, these are the most intense of them. And I still see kind of a bit of a shadow. Okay, that's definitely working. Probably does help that I do have I spiked my solution with a bit of some peroxide. Now there's a collar right in here. You can't see it very well on the camera, but for my advantage I can. I'm looking directly down with that powerful light shining down on it. Okay, that's looks invisible to me. Wow, this is it is definitely working. So I can still see 2 a little bit. okay. It doesn't look like I'll have to use peroxide on these after I'm done. But I am going to run over the area with another pad, which will be dry, because I probably got this carpet a little bit damper than normal. Okay, now I can just see a little bit of something right about there. And I can still see a little shading just to the left of the machine right now. Probably can't see it in the camera. So I'm not trying to rush this. I've been running the machine for 20 minutes now, and that didn't include my vacuuming. But this is not a situation that you can rush. It's not a situation you run into every day. But when you do, just be patient. Use your brain. Olefin is, which this is actually very resilient to stains. But it's the one of the reasons this works so well is because of the scrubbing action, rather than relying on squirting and sucking, which just doesn't have the ability to deal with this. Just gonna get the carpet wetter. Now I'm gonna go back over the whole thing again. Just there's the max vac just in front there. Lots of junk in there, not just from this job. Previous job I back and did a couple of flights of steps and filled it up. I haven't emptied it yet. Now, there's a slight color just to the left of the machine. Just barely see it. So I just increased my weight on the left side of my machine slightly. And I'm making, in this case, the machine is, I can explain this now. I'm increasing the scrubbing on the left side with the head turning toward me on the left, going with the grain, laying it down. If I did it the other way, like that, then I'm going against the grain, because the Berbers will tend to lay one way or the other, and I think that actually might have just done it. Just a slight increase in the weight. You know, this is gonna thrill this lady compared to what it looked like before. Actually, this video, you didn't see how bad it was because I'd already removed all the actual dried poop. So it looked a lot worse when I first got here. So she's going to be very happy. She's a really good customer. I've been here a number of times, and she's had some challenging stains to deal with from time to time, and I've always been successful. It's a really nice house, sitting on its very own little hill, which I think is cool. Kind of come up a winding driveway, gate at the bottom. Very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this the pad off I have now and change it to a plain microfiber. So I'll be right back. There's the microfiber, just plain microfiber. I probably don't need to do this, but I wasn't sure which way I was going to go on this particular job, so I just brought it in anyway, and might as well just one more little pass, won't hurt. It'll only help. It'll absorb a little bit of that extra moisture that I put down anyway. A bit of a finish pad. This is one of those jobs that is not, I mean, I'm probably going to charge you a minimum on this, and not really going to make any money on it, but that's okay, because she's a really good customer. You get lots of referrals from her, and this will just blow her mind again. Sometimes you need to go above and beyond and take care of your customers, which is what I try to do. I almost never use these microfiber. Oh, look at that. Well, what do you know? Never noticed that before. Don't know if you can see that, but looking at that, I wasn't going to go over there. But that, I think that's going to need something. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to go over there at all, but didn't look like anything happened over there. But that's something separate. That's not poop. That's a pee. And I'm not thinking that that's the dog. I think that might have been a visiting dog. I just have a feeling. But anyway, that's one of the advantages to having the light, this light on the machine, because that didn't show up until I came over here and shone my light right down on top of it. I didn't see that until then, and she didn't know it was there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back. admit. Got the wire here. I'm going to move this chair out of the way. Okay. And that'll be that. One more little bit. Now when I hold still there, you definitely want to be careful doing that, because these machines will build up heat pretty quick, which can help when you're cleaning. I got it out. But it can also melt the carpet really fast if you're not careful. And yes, I can feel a bit of heat there. Actually, I can feel the heat on the pad, which I'm holding in my right hand. Definite warmth here. Hang on a sec. I'll just throw it over there for now. Okay, now just run over again with the microfiber. That pee-pee stain is gone. I have something, again, specific for dealing with that I sprayed on there, and is almost always successful, neutralizing it, and almost always gets rid of the yellow staining as well. And there was, as I mentioned, right where I'm sitting right now, a great big yellow stain. The last time I was here a few months ago, and it smelt in the air. So I treated it, cleaned it, and as she said, it was gone and no smell. So obviously what I do works. So I'm gonna be turning off the video in a minute. I think I might have the peroxide with me, so I'll take another look, and if any of the spots need a touch of peroxide, I'll put them on. I don't think they do, but we'll double check that in a minute. And then I got a spot to deal with in the master bedroom as well. But it was pretty minor, so I can feel it drying out now. Yep, I can feel it. It's one of the reasons I prefer the rotary. I can tell when I get too dry. I can feel it. Anyway, there we go. Thank you very much.